you've been through that suffering personally at different points in your life, right?
Yeah.
And you don't suffer that same way now, right?
That's right.
Right. And so you have this personal experience of maybe being stuck in something that you thought could never end, and now you have this other experience of having some opening, some space there, right? So thank God, I say, you didn't get too caught up in that there's no way out of this sort of thing, because everything is changing. There is no such thing as always suffering. That's not true. It's not possible. And there's no such thing as always happy. Even if you have a lot of suffering in your life, when you taste that coffee in the morning, that's a little moment of joy. When you smell that rose when you're walking past, that's a pleasurable experience. So there's all these little spaces. When you see a person you love and they're kind to you, that's a moment of happiness. When you can give kindness to someone, that's a moment of happiness. So we have this thing we do. We put a blanket statement over stuff. The biggest one is to say I, because it's changing phenomenon. It's all changing, empty phenomenon. So, the same thing that we do is like only suffering, only happiness. It's always, always and never, this kind of thing. It's not like that. And that's practicing allows us to climb into the microscopic moment-to-moment situation and realize each thing by itself, one by one, each thing has it. One by one, each thing is complete. This it and dust interpenetrate. This is in the sutras. So when you climb into the moment, then you begin to see there's no shika in there who's suffering. There's just seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, thinking. Changing. And so that's why we practice. That's our direction. The more we can do that, and the more, you could probably be particularly helpful to someone like that, just like you were saying too, because when you've experienced something, you know what it's like. So then you can really help someone else, maybe. And so that's our job. Sentient beings are numberless. We vow to save them all. Delusions are endless. We vow to cut through them all. The teachings are infinite. We vow to learn them all. And my favorite of all, the Buddha way is inconceivable. We vow to attain it. I love those. They're impossible. But we do that, right? We just do that. And so that's what our practice is about. And that's all.